Yeah, I am recording. Yeah, I've been recording the whole
Oh,
time.
hello!
Oh, quiz. Number eight.
Hey, number 8.
Good Lord.
8.
There we
It's a
are.
good number.
It's a great number. Top quality
Yeah.
number.
Better than
Can
7.
we have some results?
Let's get some results straight in for this, from the off.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you
So, top 10 this week.
You always get cross when I do this. So
Yeah.
tell me when to press the space bar.
Oh, no, you're fine. It's just when you get to like the final 3,
Right.
don't just rush it.
Give me instructions.
Yeah.
So,
Okay, so top 10.
dot. Well done.
Scraping in there by the skin of your teeth. Well done.
Joint place in 8th, the Claytons and the Smart Oranges.
Strong. And again, their spelling of oranges is changing weekly.
I'm enjoying it. I'm here.
I like it too.
Young people say, I'm here for it. That's what they say. In 7th, the Butlers. Strong outing.
Yeah.
Butlers. Always very positive, the Butlers, in their feedback. That's nice.
They really didn't like the music.
Well, I mean, I didn't like it and I was doing it. So,
fair point. I think a lot of people didn't like the music last week.
In 6th place, the Banana Splits. I have to say, I feel like the team names in this is better than the team names for the quiz are actually better than the quiz itself. But
much better than the quiz itself. It's not hard though, is it?
Spartacus, and Scumbag College coming in 4th.
Okay, now we've got a little bit of excitement.
Okay,
now we've got a bit of excitement.
Team Hackett.
Well done, which means we've got a runoff in the top 2. I've forgotten who comes in where. I don't know who this is.
You the one
who's in 2nd place?
It's Hannah the Hedgehog.
Of course it is. Which means that our winner this week is
Twin Moustache.
Twin Moustache.
Well very well done. It was a long time coming, that win, wasn't it?
It is. There's Miss Lucas and Miss Hill who have been desperately trying to ascend to the top. Oh, and obviously Miss Hill's family as well, because they do it on Skype with the family.
Oh. Well, hello, Miss Hill's family. Well done, you as well.
Yeah.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's move on. Round 1. So round 1 is which Beetle or Beetle? So there's Beetles and Beetles, and you need to name the Beetle or the Beetle. There they all are.
I didn't know there was different spellings.
Yes, that's. And I'm just going to move our faces again. Yeah, you see, this is the joy of English, is there are different spellings. That's why Beetle or Beetle. The
joy of English. I hope that our viewers now are sat there going, thank God there's different spellings.
The joy of English.
I was feeling really miserable, but now I've got a joy between a Beetle or a Beetle.
Number 4's got a bit of a clue in it.
It does. I wanted to make a joke, but I realised that would involve.
No.
That'd be very rude.
No, you can't make that joke.
Oh dear. Oh, while you're doing this round, I want to apologise because last week your answer sheet came out and it was, it was like, put it this way, looking at number 4 made me realise how bad the question sheet was for the answer sheet was for you last week. So huge apologies. I made a mistake at the start. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's because I fixed it. But if you do know what I'm talking about, that's my bad. Sorry.
But all the same, Mr. Elsby, you work incredibly hard on that answer sheet. So don't make yourself feel bad. You do very well.
I don't want people to feel robbed.
Which Beetle or
to
Beetle?
Be fair, Hannah the Hedgehog, that team, they didn't know, or rather they worked out that I'd broken it. So then they alerted me to the fact they broke it, but also sent me their answer sheet through in a different method. And I was like, you know what, actually, that sort of dedication.
That's the sort of innovation that, makes the
nearly wins your quizzes.
So great. That's really, it's life affirming in many ways, that sort of innovation.
Right, I'm bored. Next round.
Move our faces again, is match the wrapper to the quality street. So on the left-hand side, we have the quality, the type, and those are actually the official names. I looked them up. Those are the official names. Strawberry Delight, Caramel Swirl, Milk Choc Block, Toffee Finger.
I've never had a quality street. So
no, because of your dairy problems.
Because of my dairy problem, but also, obviously we're promoting veganism and stuff.
You're not a vegan.
No, of course I'm not. but I'm promoting it.
You're vegan.
It's like how I drive a gas guzzling diesel car, but I would recommend everyone get an electric one.
Yep.
Yeah. So, in a strawberry delight, I like Turkish delight. Is there Turkish delight inside a strawberry delight?
No, it's like a sort of fondant. It's like a sugary paste.
I think I'd be really let down if I thought I was about to eat something with.
You know what I have to say? Strawberry delight, I would say, an appreciation for the strawberry delight comes with age.
You mean you used to hate it, but now you deal with it?
Yeah, like now I like it. I've always, like being one of 3 children as well, I've sort of taught myself to like the one. So when everyone always goes, oh, the coffee one's always last, I always eat the coffee one.
My mum used to do that with the green and yellow Skittles, because no one used to eat those. So my mum basically taught herself that the green and yellow Skittles were nice.
I'll tell you what's interesting about wine gums as well. You're saying about the colours, is that the red and black ones in wine gums are like fought over in my family. Like everyone wants the red and black ones, and then they brought out just red and black ones as like a one-off thing. And I was like, it's universal that everyone loves the red and black wine gums.
But there is a problem with this. Sometimes you've got to have the nasty ones. I found this out when I got some Haribo Tangfastics, just the cherries.
Right.
Now I love the cherries. They're like my favourite part. But when you've got a bag of just cherries, there's no satisfaction in there. When you kind of dig back in, you go, oh, it's another cherry. Like, I want to be Coke bottle, dinosaur, ooh, cherry, and like that level of excitement. Yeah. Like the fried eggs you get in the other ones.
Yes. Yeah, precisely so. That they cease to be a novelty, don't they? Unless
no one wants a bag of fried eggs. You want them in there with all the other fun stuff.
Round 3.
Round 3.
Is so this requires some explanation. I need to move our faces again. So I was talking to a friend of mine, and he alerted me to the existence of this. Now I don't know if I'm going to pronounce this correctly. I'm going to try Yeşilçam, which is like Turkish Hollywood, and instead of dubbing films, they basically just made their own version of sort of big Hollywood blockbusters. There's Turkish Hollywood. They just did their own version of it. So they basically took it and did a new one. And these are all posters for the Turkish versions of famous films.
I've completely misread this then. I thought that when you first put this out, they just put different pictures over the front.
They do that as well. They do that as well, but these are all completely different films, but they are very obviously based on specific ones.
You say very obviously. I did this earlier with Mr. Randall. They're not that obvious. Not all of them are obvious. Some of them are obvious.
Quite obvious. But yeah.
And then some of them are not so much.
Some of them are not so obvious. No.
Yeah.
But there you go.
I would love to watch another different version, number 5, purely because I think the first version, number 5, was so much fun that actually watching it being done a different way, I hope maybe they change the plot or something like that slightly to make it a bit more exciting.
Have you seen Anchorman 2?
I think I turned it off.
They did a totally separate version of it. It's not as funny. But Anchorman 2, I was like, oh, it's hilarious. It's really, really funny. I loved it. And I was sitting down. We were on tour with the theatre company, and we were like, oh, let's watch Anchorman 2. Put it on, and I was like, this isn't it. And the boss was like, yes, it is. This is it. Look, it says Anchorman 2. And everyone was like, this isn't funny. Why did you make us watch this? And I was like, no, but it's not the same film. And it wasn't. They made they made 2 with sort of like, they made one with all the best jokes and one with like, these are the jokes we were going to use, but we didn't.
Wait, so there's 2 versions of Anchorman 2, both starring Will Ferrell?
It's all exactly, it's completely the same people. But what they did was they just basically, in the edit, they made 2 versions. They made one with the first choice jokes and one with the second choice jokes. So some of the
which one did they publish? Because the one I watched was terrible.
Maybe you watched the terrible. I don't know. I thought one of them is hilarious and one of them is dreadful. It's exactly the same plot, almost.
That's what I'm going to be doing tonight then. Well, settling down and watching Anchorman 2 twice.
You need to find this amazing.
Make it Anchorman 4.
Yeah, Anchorman squared.
That's better.
There you go.
Next.
Round 4, some anagrams. Now, Mr. Ellsby laughed at me, but I think anagrams are fun. But he did laugh at me. But that's mainly because I started off trying to do just A-level subjects at Ruislip High, and because I really liked number 1, I really liked Holy Hippos. I think that's great. But
Yeah.
come up with any other good ones like maths.
This round
Spams.
came out because
Rubbish.
because of the holy hippos.
All of them are to do with Ruislip High in some way.
Yeah.
So I put a little clue there what they are. So there's teacher, number 2, part of the school trip, and a local landmark.
I'm actually really struggling with this because obviously I don't know the answers. I know the answer to number 1. I've worked out number 4.
I've told you all of the answers, so it makes me sad in my heart that you can't.
I wasn't listening to you, mate. I was trying to do the next round. So I was just like, oh.
Yes, that's right. Number 2.
I don't do multitasking.
Number 2 is much harder than it should be. So is number 3 actually. Number 4 is quite tough. Number 5 is quite tough. I'm quite proud of this round.
Yeah, the thing is, like, you cut me out with local landmarks. I don't know what happens in Ruislip.
You'll know that one. It's right next to the school.
It's not Ruislip Gardens, is it? Wait, it's not, is it?
You've just ruined that. You've ruined that for everyone. You plum. You absolutely.
Cut that out. Just cut that out.
No, it's staying in. This is your idiocy must be broadcast to the nation on a public channel.
I'm so sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. They will forgive you. They're a forgiving audience.
I'm sorry.
They've sent enough bugle to forgive you that.
It's such a good anagram. I was just like, the only thing that I know, your clue was too good. The only thing I know near the school is Ruislip Gardens.
Oh, I see. It's my fault. Oh, that's don't worry, everyone. That's my fault. Sorry.
Oh, mate.
My fault somehow. Anyway, let's move on. Round 5 before you ruin any more. This is Mr. Christopher. You can talk us through this round.
Okay, so this is all about the social medias. And so what we've got is 5 different questions for you, all about social media, because I figured that actually, Mr. Allen wants to do something about school. I was like, let's do something that's not school. And the thing that you're really not allowed at school is social media. That's quite a good connection. So Snapchat, when it was first came out, was called Peekaboo or Peekaboo. Is that correct or is that incorrect?
It sounds like a utensil you use to remove bogies.
Oh, Peekaboo, pick a boogie, maybe.
Pick a boogie.
It's a bogey. Do you ever watch Dick and Dom in the Bungalow?
No, I feel like this is the same conversation we had last week. I never watched Dick and Dom in the Bungalow.
It was perfect university watching TV because it came on about 11 o'clock when you woke up.
Surely we were too old for that.
Oh, we weren't the demographic, but it was on TV at 11 o'clock and I was a student. I didn't have Sky. So,
right.
Like,
so that was
you wake up and they had a game called Bogies where you have to go into places and just shout bogies.
Oh, yeah, that is a great game. That is a great game. Yeah.
What's the largest global social network? So it's got the most users. When Facebook first launched, who were the only people allowed to use it? It started off massively exclusive. Nowadays, hashtag everyone's got it.
Are you going to allow snarky, sarcastic answers to number 3, like people with profiles? Because that technically is correct, isn't it?
No, because you weren't able to get a profile unless you were a certain type of person.
Yeah, but that's still technically correct, isn't it?
No, I won't allow that.
Okay, you won't allow it, everyone. You won't allow it. He's not going to allow that.
Now, this question, number 4, I love this. So it started off, I had an answer in my mind as to what I wanted you to get. And then when I checked it, it was wrong. So
let's just clarify what you're saying is you came up with a question on the basis that you liked an idea of an answer that you had made up in your head. You were like, I want the answer to be this.
Yes.
Brilliant.
So it's one of those ones where you have a starting point and work backwards. Anyway, after having done some research, I then found out something even better. So the 2 most retweeted tweets ever are not written in English. The 3rd most retweeted tweet is written in English. I want, for 2 marks, who did it and why. So who sent out the tweet and why did they send out the tweet? And then finally, of those 4, which is the oldest? Bebo, Snapchat, MySpace, and Facebook.
You've left the answer on there. You've done it again.
The answer there.
2 rounds in a row. You've given away the answer to question 5.
I mean, you could just delete it.
I can't delete it. It's in the slideshow now. And also, it's sat there while we've been chatting. Everyone's
It
seen
did.
it. I sort of feel like, do you know what though? Someone will still get it wrong. Both of them, both rounds. Someone won't have listened. So
Can we name and shame them next week?
yeah, if you get round 4 and
If you
5,
get
question
them
5,
wrong when we've given you 2 answers,
we will name and shame you and put a photograph of I don't know, like
something embarrassing.
something embarrassing happening, and go, look, that's you, egg on your face.
I have no, I won't even go into that. No,
Don't say anything else because you'll probably ruin it further. Right, round 6. I'm very pleased with this round. It's what horse is it? So all of these are types of horse. What type of horse? Our faces are continually in the way. I can't get our faces. There we go. Our faces are now not in the way. So all of them, we're looking for a very specific answer for number 4, aren't we?
Yeah. Number 4, there is only one answer that we will accept.
There's only one answer we'll accept.
There is a clue in the picture.
It should be a very clear picture.
Yeah.
Let's go on to round 7. So
That's
round
fun.
7 is Who Said It, James Bond or Mushu from Mulan?
Now, I have never seen Mulan.
Well, you're missing out.
Can I hear your baby?
You can, yeah. She's very cross. She's woken up from her nap and she's shouting, no, no, no. So that's good.
No waking up, no having to wake up.
I think no at whatever else is proposed other than going to sleep. I think lunchtime, no. Come out of the cot, no.
She taught her the word yes first.
Oh, no, we did. She just prefers no. Just her favourite word. But there you go.
We decided that this is the best looking Bond. Is he the best looking Bond?
Sean
Connery.
For me, Pierce Brosnan is the most Bond James Bond because he's he's capable, but also kind of slightly over the top, a bit camp, a bit silly.
Sean Connery,
Daniel Craig films.
He had to think about what he was doing. That was my Sean Connery.
He sounded like a man trapped in a sewer.
No, he speaks.
I'm under fear. Surely you can't be serious. Anyway, those are the quotes.
Yeah.
I'm actually struggling to remember the answers myself. No, I think
I've never seen Mulan, so yeah. Is it worth it?
I think it's great, but it sounds like they're changing it quite a lot for the live action one that's coming out in August.
Oh, that's killing me. Disney and their live action. Oh, we've made all of the money out of it that we can, so now we're going to exploit the hell out of the film again.
It's interesting because The Lion King is one of the few that live action film was one of, I think it's the only time my wife and I have been to the cinema since our daughter was born, and we were like, what should we do? That was on. We were like, well, let's just go to the cinema and and see that. And we were like, well, it's good, but it's exactly the same. There's basically no point watching any of them.
Only now they've stuck Beyonce on it.
Yeah, well, it's just different actors apart from James Earl Jones. But
you didn't need to do it.
No, I agree.
It's not different.
No,
I hate it. I genuinely hate it. And I watched the Dumbo one as well. And I went to the Dumbo one as part of the Secret London films. You know, they set up bars and stuff, and they turn them into cinemas. It was awful. I had to spend ridiculous amounts of money to sit on a beanbag next to other people and watch it lying down like that. And
listen. Like, you shouldn't take sitting on beanbags next to other people for granted. We're not allowed to do that now.
Thank God. I've got the whole sofa to myself, mate. I just sit down, I can watch that.
Your sofa is very comfortable, to be fair.
And it's a sofa bed, so if I want something to put my feet on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy.
So there you go. You can just
Yeah.
use other fun, or you could just go into your bed, couldn't you? I mean, that's the other thing you could do. But no.
Yeah, but then I feel lazy.
Yeah, understandably so.
Yeah.
Look, that's the final round.
That's it.
You know, we hope you enjoyed it. Mainly because there's no music this week. Obviously, there will be next week. We'll do lots of music.
Yes.
In fact,
We'll
the
have to
whole
come
show's
back.
music next week.
But
Please continue to give us your suggestions for rounds. Makes a big difference.
yeah,
and we
really
hope
helps.
you enjoyed it. Thank you.
Yeah, next week or this week that you're doing. No, it's not. No, you're fine. Don't worry. Good luck. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
Bye.